The medical ship was quiet, too quiet. Soft lights moved across white walls. Alien medic Threx stood alone. He watched a large screen. On the screen were humans, not fighting, not running, not working. They were still, very still. Threx felt cold inside. In his species, stillness meant danger. Stillness meant death. The screen showed humans lying flat, eyes closed, bodies relaxed, breathing slow. Threx checked the data again. Heart rate low, muscle response low, brain activity strange. Not dead, but not fully alive. Threx whispered to himself, "This is impossible." In his world, sleep was forbidden. Long ago, his people tried it. They closed their eyes, they slowed their minds. Many never woke up. Others woke broken, mind lost, memory gone, fear permanent. Sleep was removed from their lives. Rest was done while awake, eyes open, mind alert. So when Threx saw humans sleep, his fear grew. He zoomed the screen. A human child slept, small chest rising, falling. No armor, no weapon, just trust. Threx stepped back. How can a species survive this? He opened human records. Humans slept every cycle. Not some, all. Workers, soldiers, leaders, even during war, even after loss. Threx felt his hands shake. A species that sleeps should be weak, easy to destroy. But humans were not weak. They expanded fast, adapted faster. They survived planets that killed others. Threx looked again. The humans moved slightly. Small sounds, soft turns. Their minds were active. Dream waves, memory loops, fear signals, hope signals. Threx froze. They were fighting while sleeping. Their minds were not resting. They were working, repairing, sorting, preparing. Threx remembered ancient words. A resting enemy is the most dangerous. He pushed the thought away. No, this is not rest. This is something else. A warning beep sounded. A human ship requested aid. Medical emergency. Threx hesitated. Humans asleep, humans injured, two dangers at once. He accepted the request. The human was brought in. Male, young adult, blood loss, bone damage, but calm. Too calm. The human looked at Threx, eyes tired but steady. "Am I safe?" Threx answered, "Yes." The human smiled. "Good." Then the human closed his eyes. Threx shouted, "No sleep!" The human did not hear. Vitals dropped, heart slow, temperature falling. Alarms filled the room. Threx felt panic. This was it. The human would die, just like his people. Threx tried to wake him, hands shaking. Then the alarm stopped. Heart steady, breathing smooth. The human slept, peaceful. Threx watched in horror. Minutes passed, nothing failed. No brain collapse, no system crash. The human body repaired itself. Blood flow adjusted, pain reduced. Threx stepped back. Impossible. The human woke up, slow, calm. He looked at Threx. "I feel better." Threx could not speak. A species that heals while unconscious, that rests inside danger. Threx felt something new. Respect, fear, and curiosity. He looked at the screen again. Millions of humans, all sleeping, all preparing. He whispered, "If sleep does not kill them, what else will not?" The screen faded, and the question stayed.
Thrax did not leave the medical room. Hours passed. The humans slept. Machines stayed silent. No alarms, no danger. only steady life signs. Thrax stood still, watching. In his species, sleep always ended badly, but this human was stable, too stable. Thrax opened deeper scans. Brain waves moved in layers, one slow, one fast, like two minds working together. Thrax frowned. No species had this. Most minds shut down when unconscious. Humans did not. Their minds changed shape. Some parts rested, some parts worked. Thrax whispered, "They divide the mind to survive." He checked pain signals, low. Fear signals, present but controlled. Thrax felt uneasy. Fear existed but did not rule. He looked at the human face, relaxed, calm, no sign of weakness. Thrax remembered the old war files. Species that slept were easy targets. Raids at night, total collapse. But humans built cities that never truly slept. Lights on, machines running, guards rotating, and still they slept. Thrax opened human history again. Primitive times, humans slept in darkness, with danger everywhere, animals, weather, enemies. Yet they survived, generation after generation. Thrax felt something twist inside. Sleep should have killed them, but it did not. It shaped them. The human moved slightly. A small sound escaped his mouth. Not pain, a soft noise. Thrax focused on the brain scan. Dream phase. Images formed. Memory replay. Old fear, old joy. The mind faced itself. Thrax pulled back. In his species, old fear destroyed the mind. Humans faced it every cycle. No wonder they endure war. They practice fear while safe. Thrax stepped away from the bed. This was not sleep. This was training. Mental survival training. An alert sounded. Incoming transmission. Alien Council channel. Thrax accepted. A senior medic appeared. "What is your report?" Thrax hesitated. Words felt heavy. "Humans enter unconscious states daily without fatal outcome." Silence. "That is impossible. I am watching it now." Another pause. "Are they defective?" "No." "Then they are dangerous." The screen cut. Thrax felt alone again. He looked back at the human, still sleeping, still alive, still repairing. Thrax checked the injury. Bone alignment improving, blood cells increasing, pain blockers releasing naturally, no machine assistance. The human body knew what to do. Thrax felt something close to awe. A body that heals itself, a mind that prepares itself while unaware. The human stirred, eyes opened slowly, confused but calm. "Did I sleep long?" Thrax answered, "Yes." The human nodded. "Good, I needed that." Needed. Thrax repeated the word in his mind. Needed. Sleep was not a risk, it was a requirement. Thrax asked carefully, "Why do humans sleep?" The human thought, "To reset, to heal, to stay sane." Simple words, heavy meaning. The human closed his eyes again. "I will sleep more." Thrax did not stop him. He watched. The human trusted sleep, trusted darkness, trusted loss of control. Thrax could not understand that trust. In his species, control was survival, but humans survived by letting go. Thrax recorded his private note. "Human sleep is not weakness, it is adaptation." He paused, then added, "Any species that can survive its own mind in darkness is extremely resilient." Outside the medical room, more human ships arrived. Night cycle approached, lights dimmed. Millions of humans across stations and planets closed their eyes at the same time. Thrax felt a chill, a galaxy full of sleeping humans, not helpless, preparing. He whispered to himself, "If they wake together, nothing will stop them." The next day, A human ship arrived, damaged. Threx rushed to the medical bay. The patient was young, blood everywhere, broken bones, a deep cut across his shoulder, yet his face was calm. "Do not sleep," Threx ordered. The human looked at him, eyes tired but steady. "I need to rest," he said. Threx froze. "Impossible. You cannot sleep now or you will die." The human nodded slowly, then closed his eyes. Alarms screamed, machines beeped, heart rate dropped, blood pressure falling. Threx panicked. He had seen species die like this. He ran every scan. Nothing worked. "Wake up, now!" he shouted. No response. Threx's hands shook. The patient was slipping. Time slowed. Every second felt like minutes. Threx checked again. Heart steady, body still warm, brain activity normal. Impossible. The human slept and survived. Threx could not move. He watched every tiny detail. Breathing slow, muscles relaxed, pain signals controlled. He whispered, "How?" The human shifted slightly, a deep breath, eyes opened slowly. "Better," he said. Threx could not speak. This was beyond anything. He realized humans could survive injury, even while unconscious, even when every rule of biology said no. Threx's stomach twisted. Fear rose inside. What kind of species is this? He checked the scans again. Blood clots dissolving, cells repairing, bones knitting themselves. The human smiled weakly. "I knew I would be fine," he said. Threx stared. The human trusted his body, trusted sleep, trusted recovery. Threx remembered old wars, countless species lost because they feared sleep, feared weakness. Humans had no fear like that. The human tried to sit. Threx supported him. "Do you not feel pain?" he asked. "Yes," the human said, "but I heal while I sleep." Threx took a step back. He needed time to understand. No species on record could do this. No species could fight injury while unconscious, and humans did it every day. The human doctor entered the room. "Leave him," she said to Threx. "Sleep is his strength." Threx wanted to argue, but the data screamed at him. She was right. The human closed his eyes again. Peaceful. Machines silent. Alarms gone. The medic's heart pounded. He had underestimated humans. He had almost believed they were fragile. Now he knew. Fragile? No. Indestructible. Not because of weapons, not because of armor, because their bodies and minds healed themselves, even in sleep, even while unaware. Outside, the ship's cameras showed more humans sleeping. Every crew member, every station, and Threx realized this was the real power of humans. Silent, unseen, unbelievable. He whispered to himself, if they can survive sleep, what else can they survive? He looked at the young patient, eyes still closed, a faint smile on his lips. The medic's fear grew, because humans were no longer predictable, no longer weak, and now he knew, underestimating them was deadly. He stepped back, recording everything, every detail, every heartbeat, every small repair, because one day he would report it, and the galaxy would have to listen. Humans, he realized, are stronger than any war could measure, even when they appear powerless, even while they sleep, and the galaxy had yet to see what they could do. Threx could not sleep. He watched humans everywhere, sleeping, healing, preparing. He opened the scans again, deep brain waves moving like rivers, flowing in patterns. Some areas rested, some areas worked. Repair, memory, emotion. He leaned closer, fingers trembling. He had seen many species die in sleep. All failed, all weak, all fragile. Humans were different. The human mind was alive, even when the body slept. Pain signals? Reduced. Fear signals? Controlled. Energy? Restored. Threx whispered to himself, how? He looked at a young girl, small body, bruises on her arm, scratches on her face. She slept. Her chest rose and fell, slowly, evenly. Her mind was repairing injuries, rebuilding cells, releasing fear, recharging hope. Threx felt his stomach tighten. This was impossible. He zoomed in on the brain. Patterns formed. Dreams, memories, calculations. Every human sleeping now was working inside. They were not weak. They were active, silent, powerful. Threx shook his head. A report from his scanners came. Humans who slept for 8 hours recovered wounds, mental trauma, and energy levels. Humans who slept after battle came back stronger, stronger than before. Threx felt fear. They did not fight awake. They fought while resting. His species thought survival meant constant vigilance. Humans had a different rule. They let go. They closed their eyes, and they grew stronger. A human soldier approached, face covered in blood, limbs shaking. Yet he smiled. "I slept. I am ready again." Threx could not move. This man should have been weak, should have been fragile, but he was steady, pain gone, mind clear. "Teach me," he whispered. The human looked at him, eyes calm. "I cannot teach it. You must try. You must trust." Trust. Threx felt the word echo inside him. He had always feared losing control, fearing weakness, fearing death. Humans faced everything awake and faced everything asleep. He watched another human. A woman collapsed from exhaustion. She closed her eyes. Minutes later, her body healed, her mind restored, her energy returned. Threx's fingers shook. Sleep was not weakness. Sleep was a weapon of endurance, a weapon of survival. The galaxy could not understand. He checked his own mind. Could he survive it? Could his species ever heal like humans? He doubted it. He felt envy and fear. A human child laughed in sleep, soft giggles, fingers moving, dreaming adventures, fighting imaginary monsters. Threx felt awe. Even in play, they repaired, they strengthened, they survived. He wrote in his log, "Humans are not fragile. Humans are not weak. Humans survive themselves, even in unconsciousness." He paused. The thought shook him. A species that survives sleep, survives anything. Threx looked at millions sleeping, their minds active, their bodies restoring, their souls preparing. The galaxy had never seen this. Even now, humans were quietly growing stronger. He realized no weapon, no attack, no trick could stop a species that mastered sleep. And he felt fear, real fear, not of battle, not of fire, not of war, but of humans themselves, silent, sleeping, unstoppable.
Threx could not stop thinking about humans, their sleep, their power, their control. He wanted to know more. He wanted to understand. He had to try. Machines hummed, monitors blinked, human patients rested quietly. Threx prepared the experiment. He attached sensors to himself. Monitors scanned brain waves, heart rate, muscles, pain signals. He took a deep breath. Then he closed his eyes. The darkness came. His mind felt heavy. Thoughts slowed. Fear entered. He tried to focus, but his mind drifted. Images appeared. Old memories, old pain, old regrets. The darkness became deeper. Threx's heart slowed. Muscles relaxed. Blood pressure dropped. He tried to fight, but the sleep pulled him. Strange voices whispered, numbers, warnings, fragments of knowledge. Threx panicked. He moved his hands, but they felt heavy, almost gone. Then he felt it. A calm inside, a small peace, his mind repairing, sorting, organizing. But too much peace. His fear disappeared, then his control, then everything. Alarms screamed, red lights flashed, technicians rushed in. "Shut it down! Pull him out!" Threx could not respond. His body refused. The human doctor ran to him. "Stop the procedure! He is not ready!" hands on switches, machines off. Threx gasped, eyes wide open, heart pounding, sweat on his forehead. He had felt human sleep, and he could not control it. But he had survived, just barely. The human doctor looked at him. "You tried too early. Sleep is a training, not just rest. You need practice and trust, not machines." Threx nodded weakly, his mind still buzzing. He felt the power, the strength, the clarity, and he feared it. The humans had survived pain and injury even when unaware, and he had seen it himself. Even he could not resist it. He realized something important. This was the secret, not just healing, not just recovery, but preparation. Humans face reality every day, every night in sleep. They repaired, they learned, they endured. Even he, the alien medic, could not match them. The doctor looked at him. "Do you understand now?" "Yes," Threx whispered. "Humans sleep, humans heal, humans grow, even while unconscious. And any species that can do this cannot be defeated easily." Threx staggered to the window. Outside, the galaxy continued. Ships moved, stars shined, planets turned, but humans slept everywhere, silent, unseen, unstoppable. He took a deep breath, then recorded in his log, "Attempted human sleep. Survival is absolute. Their minds heal, their bodies repair, their strength grows, even in unconsciousness." He paused, then added, "No weapon, no trap, no enemy can match this." Outside the medical bay, a human patient awoke, calm, smiling. "Thank you," he said. Threx looked at him and realized the humans were teaching even without words. Silent lessons, stronger than any battle. Threx shivered, because now he had felt it, he had seen it. The humans were unstoppable, even in sleep, even in weakness, and the galaxy had no idea. The room was silent. Threx sat in shock. He had felt it, the power of human sleep. The humans around him moved calmly. They worked, they healed, they observed. One human doctor approached. "You watched, you tried, you failed, and you survived." Threx nodded slowly. "Yes, I understand now. But how?" The doctor smiled softly. "Sleep is not weakness. It is survival. It is strength. It is training. It is preparation." Threx stared. "Explain," he whispered. The doctor sat near a sleeping patient. "See him?" she asked. "Yes," Threx replied. "He is asleep, but his mind is active, his body is repairing, his soul is preparing." Threx frowned. "His soul?" The doctor nodded. "Humans face pain awake, fear awake, danger awake, and every day we close our eyes to face it again inside ourselves, where no enemy can touch us." Threx listened, trying to absorb every word. "While we sleep," the doctor continued, "our minds fight, our bodies heal, our fears calm, our memories sort themselves, and when we wake, we are stronger, ready for anything. We are never weak." Threx felt his stomach tighten. This was impossible. He remembered all the species he had known, all the battles, all the failures. None survived like this. Humans survived themselves, inside sleep. He swallowed. "Every human?" he asked. "Yes," the doctor replied. "Soldiers, workers, children, elders, all. We survive inside sleep, so we can survive outside it. We fight awake, and we fight asleep. We endure, we repair, we prepare. Every cycle, every day." Threx's hands shook. "Then "Then," he whispered, "are they unstoppable?" The doctor smiled softly. "Not because of weapons, not because of strength, but because nothing can break us. Not injury, not fear, not exhaustion, not even unconsciousness." Threx looked around the room. Every human slept quietly. Every human healed. Every human prepared. And he realized this was the moment he had underestimated them for centuries. He recorded in his log, "Humans are not weak. They are not fragile. They survive themselves inside sleep. They endure injury, fear, and pain. They repair their minds and bodies. They prepare. They grow stronger. Every day, every night." The doctor leaned closer. "And this," she said, "is why you must respect us, even if we seem unaware, even if we seem powerless. Do not underestimate sleep. Do not attack a human after they wake." Threx nodded slowly. The fear inside him grew, not of death, not of battle, but of humans themselves. A young human awoke, eyes bright, smiling softly. "Feeling better?" asked the doctor. "I always feel better, because sleep is my power, and tomorrow I will be stronger." Threx's mind raced. This was not just healing, this was evolution, this was survival perfected. He felt awe, he felt fear, he felt respect. Because humans, even when appearing passive, were preparing for everything. No enemy could match them. Not aliens, not war, not time. Threx finally understood. Humans fight awake. Humans fight asleep. Humans endure. Humans survive. Humans grow stronger, even while unconscious. And the galaxy had no idea. He whispered to himself, "A species that masters sleep, masters survival, masters life itself." The humans around him slept again, silent, peaceful, powerful. And Threx knew that no attack, no strategy, no weapon could ever break them. The humans were unstoppable, even while resting, even while dreaming, even while unaware. He shivered and wrote one final note. Never underestimate a human. Never attack them. Never assume sleep makes them weak, because sleep makes them stronger than any enemy. The report room was silent. Threx stood alone. Screens glowed softly. Data floated in the air. Human sleep patterns, human recovery rates, human survival records. All impossible, all real. Threx took a slow breath. He began the final report. "Humans are not what we believed." His voice was steady, but his heart was not. "For many cycles, we ranked humans as fragile, slow, emotion-driven, and weak." He paused. "We were wrong." Images appeared. Humans sleeping, after war, after loss, after injury. Waking stronger, calmer, ready. Humans do not shut down in sleep. They reorganize, they repair, they prepare. Threx remembered the pain, the fear when he tried human sleep. He had almost broken. Humans did it every day. For humans, sleep is not surrender, it is survival. Council members watched, silent, unmoving. Threx continued. They face fear twice, once while awake, once while asleep. They survive both. One council voice interrupted. "Then when are they weakest?" Threx answered without hesitation. "Never." The room froze. They appear weak when resting, when dreaming, when unaware. But that is illusion. They heal in darkness. They grow in silence.
They prepare without knowing. Threx felt the weight of truth. If attacked while awake, they fight. If attacked while injured, they endure. If attacked after sleep, he stopped. They win. A quiet fear spread. Threx showed the final image. A human child sleeping, small, unarmed, peaceful. This child is not helpless. This child is preparing. The council did not speak. Threx ended the report. Recommendation: never attack humans during sleep. Never attack humans after sleep. Never assume unconscious means weak. The screens dimmed. The report ended. Threx returned to the medical bay. Humans slept peacefully, lights low, voices soft. A human nurse smiled at him. "You look tired," she said. Threx nodded. "Yes." "You should rest," she said. He hesitated, then shook his head. "No, I am not ready." The nurse smiled kindly. "One day," she said. Threx watched her leave. He looked at the sleeping humans, millions of them, across planets, across stars, all trusting sleep, all growing stronger. He understood now. Humans were not designed to avoid pain. They were designed to recover from it. They were not fearless. They were resilient. They broke and rebuilt themselves every night, in silence, in darkness, in dreams. Threx whispered, "A species that survives sleep cannot be destroyed." Outside, human ships moved slowly. Inside, humans dreamed. And somewhere, far in the galaxy, new threats were forming, but they did not know. They would face humans, not tired, not broken, but rested, prepared, unstoppable. Threx turned away. Fear gone, respect remained. The final truth burned in his mind. Humans do not sleep to escape reality. They sleep to survive it. And when they wake, the galaxy trembles.